Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to my Steamage FC career here on Football Manager 2018. We have got a big game today. We're playing Everton at Goodison Park in the FA Cup third round. So last season we played Southampton at this stage, and we took them to a replay, and then we got knocked out at their place. This season we're playing Everton away. So let's get into it. I'm not going to talk too much about league form and stuff right now. Eagle-eyed viewers at the start of the episode there might have actually seen where we are in the league. Like I say, I'm not going to talk about it too much right now. I'm just going to get into the game. We're going to do all the gamey stuff here, and then I'll talk about all that kind of stuff afterwards. So let's think about this quite tactfully. So, I mean, I've got a pretty decent squad this season. I didn't think it was that great at the start, but over time, it's slowly developed into a pretty decent team, which I'm very, very happy with. So we've got to make sure all the best players are in the right positions. I'd quite like to bring De Silva back in, because it's not like he did much wrong, it's just he got an injury, and whilst he was out of the team, Wakefield and I think it was McEachran, or it might have been Longstaff actually, were doing really, really well. Yeah, I think it was Longstaff. So he just never got a look in, he never got back into the team. So it's a bit of a shame, but that's football, unfortunately. I think I'm pretty happy with this lineup. The only change I probably would make was to bring Meneses in for Godden, but Godden's actually been playing well and scoring. So I'm just going to play this lineup and see how we get on. I'm not going to do defensive tactics or anything like that. We're playing a Premier League team. They've got a really strong attacking lineup. In fact, we'll have a look at their lineup. So they've got, oh god, Radecki in goal. And that's all we're going to see, because stupid bloody thing. It used to be so great when you'd be able to see what the opposition were playing before kickoff. Now it's just really frustrating, because you can't. Analysis, maybe? Can I see their lineup from that? Nope. Nope, I can't. Alright, we'll have to wait for... actually, I used to have their formation somewhere and it's gone. That's quite annoying. Pause for a second. Maybe not pause for a second. Let's not worry about it. Don't need to worry about the opposition, just need to worry about what my team are lining up like and how well they're playing. So, I will tell you now about league form. We're 10th. In the league at the moment. We had a pretty bad start. Then I sort of found the right lineup and we found a vein of form. Oof, got him with a shot there. And we've gone quite a few games. I'm not sure unbeaten is the right word, because I think there were one or two where we did lose intermittently. But we've had a really good run of form and we've risen up to 10th. And I think we can rise up a few more places if we win our next match as well. It's at this stage of the season where we start to get games in hand, because other teams around us in the league might have already been knocked out of the FA Cup, whereas we're still in it and we're still competing. That's Kevin Gamero, by the way, playing up front for Everton, and he's just put that one wide. Yeah, we're still competing in the Cup, so we might be getting games in hand. I don't know for definite whether that's against teams that are around us or not, but we must be getting games in hand over some teams in the league, because I can't imagine every single team in League 1, sorry. We're in League 1 now, can't remember that. Can't imagine every team in League 1 is still in the FA Cup. We've had some really good results as well. I'll show you the best result of the season after this game. We're going to play 2 games this episode. We've got this game against Everton, and then we've got a Checker Trade trophy match. Oh, Barnby! Oh, that could have easily gone in. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we got a Checker Trade match as well, but I can't remember again who that's against. We'll find out after the game. It's good that we've got through to the later stages of that competition again as well. Finances aren't looking great at the moment, so anything right now will help. This game will certainly help, because we get a share of the gate receipts from Everton. If we get it to a replay, then we get... Oh, Fryer. What's it? Offside. Okay. We get a share, well, we get the lion's share of the home gate, and we get a small share of the away gate from this particular match as well. So I'd like to take them to a replay if possible for the financial side of things. For the football side of things, I'd like to somehow sneak a win in this game. You know, we're not playing bad. In fact, this is a really good opportunity. Samuel, perhaps should have pulled it back across the face. 2 runners in the middle. It's good to see Hancock's not only getting some game time, but he's also starting to score goals and set them up again. He's starting to get back to how he was playing last season, which is really encouraging, because I think he's still 17 at this point. He might have just turned 18. Again, homegrown. He's finally qualified as homegrown as well, so I can put him in the... Oh, you're joking me. Oh, yes! There he is, Hancock. I was about to say, you're joking me. Godden hitting the post from there. Yes, Hancock following it up. There's me bigging him up, and he actually did something good. Normally when I big up a player, they go and have a mare and score an own goal and get themselves sent off and karate kick a fan or something, I don't know. Great pressure from Barmby, swung it across the face. Godden hit the post. Hancock, I really think Stevens kicked that off him, to be fair. But a goal's a goal. It counts. So, stats-wise, we're holding our own. Most definitely we're holding our own. I'm actually quite impressed. I don't want to jump the gun too much because there's a long way to go in this game still. But so far, so good. As Hancock... Oh, he's hit the bar now. Oh my god. That was a really good opportunity. Alright, so that's 2 big chances we've wasted. One of which was salvaged and turned into a goal. That one, I think, is going to come back and bite us. We really should have put that one away. He's 18. I've got to lay off him a little bit. He's a kid, he's learning. He's actually done incredibly well these last few games as well. So, and he's already scored today. That's the main thing. He's already scored a goal today. So I won't be too harsh on him. Godden, though, really disappointed that he didn't score, because he's actually been in pretty decent form lately as well. Right, coming up to half-time. A 2-goal lead at half-time would have been fantastic. A 1-goal lead is a bit touch and go, but it's still a lead. I am trying to see both sides right now. Okay, so we're 1-0 up at half-time. That's better than what I was expecting. And now here comes the second half. Alright, McEachran to Easton. He thumps it forward. No one running. Okay, there's a good way of wasting the ball. He's playing a 6.9 Easton, so I don't really know why he decided to do that. Our worst player is Godden and Martin, both on 6.6. Barmby did pick up an injury in the last game. I think he's out for between 12 days and 2 weeks, but I gave him an injection so that he would be fit for this game. And I'm really glad I did, because although Kennedy has also been playing well, and he would be the one playing on the left-hand side if Barmby were to drop out, the fact is Barmby has been very, very good over the last few games. Very good indeed. And he did play a part in the goal that we scored. That's a penalty. Okay, Vlasic pushed by Easton, I think that was. Who's going to take that? 23, is that? Is that Davy Klassen? Nope, that's Gamero. Not even close. You are joking. You are... Fryer has saved the penalty from Gamero. Oh my god. What is happening? What is happening? What a save that was. And Klassen fired it back across goal. No one was on the end of it. Oh my god. Do I flinch and make a sub? I want to bring Godden off and I want to put Menezes on. I think I might do that. We've got 25 minutes to go. Actually, that's a new player that we signed, Islam Feruz, who was at Chelsea last season. I tried to sign him on loan, couldn't get him. His contract expired at the end of last season, so he was a free agent. Tried to sign him during the summer, wasn't interested. I think he said that we couldn't meet his financial demands or something. And then October came around and he was still a free agent, and I offered him another contract and he accepted it. So I think he swallowed his pride somewhat in that respect. But, you know, he's our player now. He's not played many games and he's getting a bit whingy about it, but you know, the rest of the team are playing much better than he is, so they get picked ahead of him. That's just the way it goes. Right, we've got just over 10 minutes to go, and we are still winning. We have a throw-in. Sterry throws it to Samuel. To Hancock. Into the middle. Meneses went for the header. Couldn't win it. McEachran brings it down. Finds Wakefield. He needs to get rid of it. Good pass. Out wide to Sterry. Round the corner to Samuel. He crosses it in. Headed away by Velázquez. To Dockel? Yeah, Dockel. Holgate. Finally, a name I recognise. Dockel picks out Holgate's run. We got to concentrate. Cross comes in. Vlasic. Oh, there it is. Knew it was too good to be true. Right, subs. Kenlock on for Martin. And I'm going to bring Kennedy on for Barmby. He's done very well. Brave little soldier. But he's getting a bit tired now. We've got 10 minutes to go. And the momentum's going to be with Everton now. So we're going to have to really watch out. Something else I've noticed. I need to check this in the tactics actually. But my left back always gets tired. Doesn't matter whether I start Martin or Kenlock. They both get tired around about the same time of the game. And I have to sub one of them off for the other one. Oh, for God's sake. That was Wakefield that time. That's the second... Oh, for God's sake. He's going to score it this time, isn't he? It's Dockel. Yep. Of course. Of course. Because, you know... Too bloody easy otherwise, isn't it? I know... I don't even know what I'm going to say here. Sometimes I feel like the game just has a little element of troll built into it. Like, we were 1-0 up and cruising. And then they get that stupid penalty the first time around, which was saved. And it's like false hope, essentially. They give you false hope. They make you think you're going to do better than you actually do. And then when you end up losing, it's a crushing defeat. That Vlasic goal was absolute BS. And that penalty was even worse. And now we're going to lose. And all the money that we would have got from a replay or by getting through to the 4th round, it's all gone down the drain. Right, Meneses. We left it late against Southampton last season. Can we do the same thing here? There's 5 minutes added on. We've played a minute and a half. Oh, Gamero sprinting through. Not looking good. Good save, Fryer. My defence just turned to paper then. Really disappointing. Alright, Eastham with the header away. Meneses on the ball. Good ball over the top to Kennedy. Finds Samuel in the channel. Was he offside? That didn't look offside. Looked like the defender was quite clearly playing him on then. Alright, long ball forward. Don't let it bounce, Kenlock, for Christ's sake. Hoof it away if you have to. There you go. Right, Kennedy, inside to Hancock. Poor pass. Really poor pass. Oh, I was going to move him up front as well for the last few minutes, but there's no point. Kennedy whips it across. Samuel's header. Get in! Get in! 2-2. 94th minute. We've done it again. Kennedy with the assist this time. Samuel with a bullet header into that top corner. What's happened here? Dockel with the ball. Tackled brilliantly by Kenlock. Meneses finding Kennedy in the perfect position. What a ball that is. Great header. Keeper no chance. Alright, boys. That's much better. Maybe the game... Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Wait till full time before I say stupid things like that. Alright, Sterry with the throw. Into Samuel. King with the header away. Come on. Come on. Get it away. Don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. Oh, Fryer, you lucky, lucky boy. Oh, dearie me. Okay, maybe the game doesn't have that much trollness built into it after all. That's what I was going to say. And I thought, better not, in case they do end up scoring. And they very nearly did. That's why, you know, always be careful what you say about Football Manager. It's always listening. Always listening. Okay. And breathe. I'm actually quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with that. It could have been worse. You know, another draw. That's the main thing. We got another draw. And Samuel did exceptionally well in that last game. So we're going to give him a big pat on the back. And then I'm going to tell you about the signings that we're trying to make. So let me show you the schedule actually first of all, before we go into the Ipswich game. Ipswich, that's who we're playing. So the best result, as you can see, I played loads of friendlies as well, because I thought we had a really big squad. Normally I wouldn't do this number of friendlies mid-season, but we have such a big squad. There are players who genuinely should be getting a chance but can't because there's no room in the squad for them. So I've been playing lots of friendlies to keep things ticking over. So you can see some personal highlights: a 7-1 win against Dorchester, 5-0 against Cambridge City, 7-0 against Cirencester, and then 2 games after that we beat Walsall 8-1 in the league. This was a brilliant game. 3 goals from Barnby, 3 goals from Samuel, and a goal from Godden. You can't say more than that. Oh, and a goal from Jack King as well, which was a bullet header from a corner. So here's the start of the season. So the 0-0 draw against Rochdale. I think I showed that one on camera. Then we had the 1-0 defeat against Cardiff, which I think I also showed on camera. Then we had a win against Barnet, and then we had a bit of a bad streak. So we lost twice against Charlton and Cardiff. Then we drew against Portsmouth, beat Wimbledon. We also beat Southampton in the checker trade. Then we had some more defeats: 1-0 against Gillingham, 3-2 against Crewe, 4-2 against Ipswich, who were just about to play again, and a 3-3 draw against Fulham. And I'd like to say that was the turning point, but I think the real turning point was this 4-1 win against Plymouth, because then we beat Peterborough 3-2. We upset the odds a little bit there, because it was away from home as well. Drew at home against Blackpool, then we lost away to Fleetwood. Beat Luton at home, which is always sweet. That was a really good game as well. Samuel, Godden and Barnby with the goals. Where are we? Luton. Then we lost to Southend, beat Swindon in the first round of the Cup, lost to Cheltenham in the final checker trade game, but I played a rotated team, I think. Yeah, Norris in goal, and Pardew and Wilmot at centre-back. That's it, really. I mean, I changed the defence. That's probably why we ended up losing, because, you know, these 2 guys... I always thought Pardew was good, and he is good in real life, but for some reason the game doesn't reflect that. And Wilmot, because he's only emerged in the last few weeks in real life, since January, really, he actually made his debut for the England under-19s the other day. By the time you're watching this, it would have been a few weeks ago. The last international break, unless there's been another one since. I don't know. We're several episodes ahead at this point. 2-2 draw against Lincoln. We then lost to Chelsea in a friendly. This is where the friendly started coming in again. But yeah, the really good highlight there. And then we beat Barnet 5-0 as well. And we had a 3-3 draw against Charlton. We also beat Oldham 4-1. And we've had some really, really nice games in amongst all the mess. In terms of signings, because we're in the January window now as well, I am working on some deals. The first person I am trying to sign is Ivan Toney. Sometimes I feel like striker-wise we could do with a little bit more up front. We've got Fedus, we've got Godden, and we've got Menezes who can all play up front. We've also got J. O'Shea who can play up front. Hancock can also play up front. But they're all sort of 2.5 to 2-star players. Tony's a 3-star striker, and he knows this league very well. He's played at this level before. So we're trying to bring him in. I'm also trying to bring Alfie Jones and Craig Laycock. Now, Laycock is a striker who's got finishing of somewhere between 15 and 20, so would love to bring him in just for experience. He's also 17, so he's Hancock's age, there or thereabouts. Laycock and Hancock, that'd be an interesting partnership. Jones is a centre-back. We're trying to bring him in on loan. He can also play defence midfield and a midfield. I think his main position is centre-back. Yeah, it seems to be. Mainly because I'm not very happy with the centre-backs we've currently got. I'm also trying to sign Alex Whitmore for an actual money deal. 28,000, I think that said. I think it's 8,000 up front and 20,000 over 6 instalments. Again, we just don't have that good a quality at centre-back at the moment. We also have only 2 centre-backs that we actually properly own. The rest are all loan players. So to bring in a third would be quite nice. Although I don't think we'll be able to afford that in the end, because I'm trying to move some players on, but no one's interested in signing them, which is really, really frustrating. Really frustrating. Okay. Laycock bid rejected again. Alright, we're not going to get him in. Whitmore, adjust. Got to bring him in. Norris has gone back to Wolves. We failed to adhere to the conditions of the loan agreement. I wasn't going to play him. But the last time I played him, we lost. So, what does that tell you? Don't need him. We got Woodman. Still, although if they recall him as well, then we are a bit up the creek without paddle. But, there you go. Come on, game. I'm going to skip across to the Ipswich game. Normally I put a cut in here and then come back and do the game again. But, sometimes when I'm editing, having 2 video files to sync up is a lot more difficult than just the one. Oh, he's only 2.5 star. Of course my scouts would get it wrong. Of course they would. What's his potential like? 3. Okay, slightly better. What was I saying? Oh yeah, syncing up. And you can always tell when there's 2 clips instead of 1 because it does really fall out of sync. Particularly once the second clip starts. So having 1 is a lot easier to deal with. That's Scott McTominay, just saw there. I'd like to bring some more players in on loan. What's really frustrating is I can't cancel the loans that I've already got. So what I might do for next season is only loan players for half a season. And then... How good are you actually? I think you're quite good. Can't remember if I scouted you or not. Only loan players for half a season, and then if they're doing well and January rolls around, renew the loan if I can. Because then that way... If I don't want to keep them, they leave. I get them off the wage budget. If I do want to keep them, I renew the loan, and they stay. That's because Longstaff was sent off a couple of games ago, and I tried to appeal because they gave him a 1-match ban to start with, and then they tried to upgrade it to a 3, and I appealed it. And has anyone in the history of Football Manager ever appealed a red card and had it successfully rescinded? Because I haven't. I don't think it's possible. I think it's a 1 in a million chance, essentially, of it falling your way. Because it certainly never falls my bloody way. There's a lot of players that are being taken on trial at the moment as well, which is interesting. What's the wage budget now? 1,300. Okay, so I might still be able to get Tony in. It's not the end of the world if I can't afford him, because as I say, we have got lots of strikers, but defenders we were starting to struggle a little bit. So I'm quite glad to have got Whitmore over the line. He's cup tied for this game. I imagine he's going to be cup tied for the FA Cup as well, so it'll only be the league matches where he can actually make a difference. Right, save the game, and then we're going to put Woodman on the bench. We're going to start somebody on the left-hand side, probably Kennedy, because he did really well coming off the bench against Everton. Genuinely, I thought we'd blown it. I'm actually buzzing that we managed to come back into that game. It might not sound like it, but trust me, I am. That was an incredible comeback. Do you know what? I'm going to put De Silva on the bench, because I feel bad for De Silva, as I've already said. Longstaff is available for this game, so I'm going to put him back in, which means McEachran is going to go on the bench instead of Boro. Kennedy's going to start on the left, and who am I going to put on the bench instead of Barnby? Giorgio, maybe? He's only 2 yeah, he's homegrown. Go on. Go on, Andronicus. Yeah, go. Go for it. Right, so Martin has to play left back. Fryer in goal. Martin, Eastham, King, Sterry. Wakefield, Longstaff. Kennedy, Hancock, Samuel, Godden. Play. Play. We'll see how well we do in this particular game. The lads have been looking forward to this one for a while. That's because we're going to get revenge on Ipswich, because they beat us last time we played them. That's the point. They've got Armstrong up front, who I did try to sign on loan. It's really depressing. All these players that I tried to sign on loan that rejected me and ended up joining a team that I then played in the league. Half the time I beat them though, so, you know, that feels good. You feel a bit vindicated then. I mean, I doubt that these players are going to go home with their head in their hands thinking, oh no, I made the wrong choice. But it is always nice when a player rejects you and then you go and beat the team that they chose instead. It's a bit nice, bittersweet feeling, I suppose. Because ideally, I'd have liked to have had Armstrong in my team and then gone and beaten Ipswich. That would have been a really nice feeling. Here's Kennedy on the ball, though. Oof, good effort. Wow, they've still got Dean Gherkin in goal. Impressive. I thought he was getting on a bit now. Here's Armstrong. Counter-attack. Finds Sears. Why have we only got one person back again? Wakefield is supposed to come back and help defend when Martin's taking the set piece. For some reason that's not happening, which is really annoying. So I might have to change that so that he's always back and not just back if needed. Oh, for Christ's sake. That's a really bad goal to concede. Are we going to lose in the cup? This is basically an echo of last season where we drew in the first tie of the FA Cup and then we lost in the checker trade. Oh, such a bad goal to concede. Fryer doing some weird star jump thing. Is it basically the same lineup that got a 2-2 draw against Everton? And today we're struggling to beat Ipswich. Ipswich, for crying out loud. They're in the same league as us. And nothing's happening. We've had 3 shots, 1 on target in 20 minutes. They've had 2 shots, 1 on target and scored. Possession-wise, they're dominating. Well, they've got the larger share. They're not exactly dominating. 4%. That's not dominating. They've got more possession than us, though. We should be playing better than this. I am going to encourage them. Come on, boys. Pull your fingers out. Get back into this. We're starting to get more shots. We're just not seeing any of them. This is a really disappointing first half. I hate first halves. Well, in fact, I hate any matches on here where there's like one highlight in a half. Really, we should be doing more than that, particularly as we're playing at home as well. I really want to change this to show. See, I don't want to show Steamage's formation. I want to show their formation. So if I change this to, in fact, I won't change this one. Scratch that. Move that back. So it's this. I want to do home player body language, and this where I want to do away player body language. And then we're going to go into here and we're going to take off Martin and we're going to put on De Silva, who surely is going to play better. And then hopefully we can come back into this. King punting it long up the field like that certainly doesn't help. I want Ipswich formation. There we go. Just want to see what system they're playing. They're actually playing pretty much the same tactic as we've got. That's what makes this all the more depressing, really, is it's a like for like, and we're just not matching them. Good tackle, Sterry. Longstaff. Poor pass by him. Really poor pass by him. And Armstrong's got the pace to get away, and he's made it 2-0. Don't know what Longstaff was doing there. That was absolutely diabolical. Don't need to see that again. I can tell you already it's crap, just from seeing it the first time. Alright, so we're going to go long ball and all that jazz. Did not want to press that. Want to press that because we're going to bring on Menezes for Godden, and we're also going to bring on. I was going to bring on Giorgio for Kennedy, but in fact, because I'm so disappointed by that Longstaff pass, I'm going to bring McEachran on for him. See if that changes our fortune. If we make the subs early now, then here we go. Wakefield's corner, headed clear. Shot in from Menezes, blocked. Comes back to him. Finds McEachran. Takes it to the byline. Cuts back. Finds Kennedy. Taken off him. Cleared. Only as far as Eastham. He lumps it long. Kennedy brings it down. Yes! It's an own goal, but I don't care. And that's why we leave Kennedy on the pitch. Samuel's not had the best game of his career either. But somehow, despite the fact he was 10 yards away from the guy, he's managed to force the own goal. Pascanu sliding it past his own goalkeeper. Alright, let's keep this going, boys. Let's keep the momentum going. Clear it to the flanks, whip in the... Actually, I haven't set to whip in the crosses, but go direct and all that stuff. Take more risks. That's the most important thing. How have we let Armstrong win a header? He's 5'2" or something stupid. We did so well to come back into it, and then we shot ourselves in the foot. And what was that, 5 minutes later? Something stupid like that. How have we let Armstrong? And how's that not offside as well? I could have sworn he was standing on the goal line when Armstrong flicked it on. Come on, boys. 6 minutes. We were 1 goal behind for. Alright, Webster. He hoofs it clear. They're starting to play football now. Benning with the ball forward. King brings it down, finds Fryer. Picks out Eastham. He goes long. Headed away. De Silva. Good pass over the top. Menezes brings it down. He hits it off the post. Menezes had a very slow start to his Stevenage career. It was because we played Chelmsford in the FA Cup second round, I think it was. Menezes scored a hat-trick, and that was his first 3 goals he'd scored for us. Oh yes. Onside, onside. Eastham. Is that his first goal for us? Yes. But yeah, Menezes scored a hat-trick in that game, and then he scored in the game after that as well. And I think he scored in the game after that too. This is really nice one-touch football. McEachran to King to Eastham, and he buried it. Right. Keep the momentum going. I'm going to praise them. Good header away. Don't foul him. Okay, fair enough. You won the ball. Samuel thumps it over the top. Menezes brings it down. He's through on goal, is he? Oh, yes! Come on! What a finish. Sheer artistry it's been described as, and do you know what? I agree. I agree. That was a fantastic finish. It looked like Samuel might have pulled the trigger a little too early on this pass. Menezes isn't the fastest player in the world, as you can tell by the fact 2 players caught up to him. But then he just dinks it past the keeper with the outside of his right foot. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Right, definitely keep the momentum going now. I praised them just after we equalised as well, which I'm sure they will love. I think, does it go straight to extra time or does it go straight to penalties? I think it goes straight to penalties actually at this point. I don't think there is extra time. Oh dear, that's not the most encouraging of signs, if that's the case. Right, Hancock. Cleared away before it reached Samuel. McEachran to Hancock. Again, cleared away. Menezes Putting the pressure on. Cleared long by the goalkeeper. Thumped long by Eastham towards Hancock. Loose ball finds McEachran, who couldn't control it. Armstrong now. They've got lots of space on the right hand side. Freddie Sears has been found by Armstrong. He crosses it in. Armstrong, you bastard. Ah, that's really disappointing. That's really disappointing. I like Armstrong. He's a Geordie. That's just so disappointing. Really poor defending, by the way. I know De Silva isn't a natural left back. He can play there, but it's not his natural position. It's who's that? Sterry. Just not following his man. And they know each other as well. They came through the Newcastle Academy together. Sterry will know that Armstrong likes to run in behind like that. Why didn't he follow him? Push forward. Pause. You go there. Plays an advanced forward. Everyone else, you go there. Wakefield, you drop deeper. You're going to play as an attacking midfielder. You're a deep line playmaker. You're going to play there, and you're going to play there. Let's do this. Sears with a corner. Into the middle. Headed clear by King. Menezes picks up the loose ball. Boots it long. Kennedy. Space in the middle. Cross it. Cross it, Kennedy. Cross it, Kennedy. That's it. McEachran, get in. Get in. This team never says die. That was his first goal for us. Blimey. We're racking up the firsts today. I thought Kennedy had waited too long. I personally would have passed it there. He just went one step too far, and at this point I thought he'd crossed it into the keeper's hands. And he had Samuel coming in behind, actually, McEachran as well. That's good counter-attacking flow. We had 3 players in the box who could have finished that off. Makes life a lot easier when that happens. Right, I'm going to ask them to push forward again. Oh. Okay, we're going straight to penalties. So I think we got our best penalty takers out there. Maybe not. Kennedy, Hancock, Samuel, De Silva, and Wakefield are going to be the 5. Oh dear. Pressure's on. Fryer saved a penalty in the last game, so you never know. Oh, you absolute beast. He saved it. Oh no. Now the pressure's on, because Kennedy needs to score this, really. Oh, Ben! Is it the ABBA system? Oh yes, it's the ABBA system. Cool. It's good to see the game's implemented that, actually, because FIFA haven't. Hancock. Yes! Good boy. Handles the pressure nicely, converts the penalty. Freddie Sears now. Come on. Oh, Joe. Unlucky. Unlucky. Went the right way, just went over him. Can't complain about that. Keeper did everything he could there. Dobra. Cobra, but with a D. Oh, dear. He's spooned that one a little bit. Straight over the bar. And now Samuel, with the chance to put us 2-1 up. And advantage Stevenage. Come on, Alex. Yes! Good man. Good man. Alright, De Silva to put us 3-1 up. Yes! Okay, if Ipswich miss this one, I think we win. Yeah, because then they'd have missed 3, and we'd have scored 3, so they can't match. Yeah, okay, good. That is the one thing with the ABBA system, is sometimes you do lose track of who's actually winning, because 2 and then 2 and then 2. You know, sometimes it does get a bit confusing, whether there's a penalty in hand or not. Alright, so if Ward misses this, or if Fryer saves it, we go through. Yes, Joe! Get in, Joe. You absolute don. What a game that was. That's probably the most stressful, entertaining game I think I've played on Football Manager 2018. Oh. I need to get out of this and save the game very, 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 very quickly. That was unbelievable. We should have lost that. We should have lost that. We were 3-1 down. Oh, man. We were 3-1 down and then we were 4-3 down. Oh, man. I'm lost for words. I'm actually lost for words. McEachran and Eastham definitely saved us. Menezes, just unbelievable finish from him. And the own goal that we forced as well from Pascanu. Oh, man. There's nothing else I can say, really, guys. Nothing else I can say. So we got the replay against Everton. That'll be in an episode of its own. That'll be next episode. And then after that, I guess it depends on whether we beat Everton or not as to when the next match is going to be. We have got the Checker Trade Trophy South quarter final after that. Although I think I'll play that off camera. Because it's not... I mean, this was a 1 in a million chance of entertainment. Apart from that, I can't see us repeating the feat. I don't even know who we've got in the draw, actually. So we'll have to find that out. But yes, we're going to have Everton away... Sorry, Everton at home for the big money spinner. Excuse me. Got hiccups now. We're going to have Everton at home for the big money spinner in the next episode. So until then, guys, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed that match. If you enjoyed both matches, why not? And also, if you've enjoyed the series so far, be sure to hit that big thumbs up. Don't forget to leave some comments down below with ideas for tactics, transfers, staff additions, all that kind of thing. Any tips and tricks you can offer will be greatly appreciated. Besides that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click that big bell notification so you can see when the next upload goes up. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support, but also click the big bell notification so you can see when the next episode goes up. And until next time, I will see you soon.